care about the American election, but apparently that's happening soon too. Like, it's like less than a month away. Oh, I'll be glad to be done with that. Jeez, crazy stuff. And that is as close as I'm getting to being political. Yeah, my goal is to get my hair long again like it used to be. I should have never cut it. That was a bad idea. This goes out to anybody out there, male or female. If you have long, glorious Viking hair, do not cut it. You'll really regret it, and then it'll take you 3 years to grow it back. You'll kind of have this idea one day that you want to cut your amazing hair off, but don't. Or like in my case, you'll be doubly unlucky because the new hair that grows back has 3 times as many gray hairs in it as it used to. Have you been learning a new language? Something useful like French? Yeah, well, I'm not a dude. I don't do Movember. Thank God. I wouldn't want to be a guy and have to deal with facial hair. Granted, I still have hair on my face because I'm a mammal. I could just ask Acid. I can't hear because I'm listening to music in my headphones, so I don't get a copyright notice. I'm listening to Infected Mushrooms right now, actually. It was Tool earlier. Anyways, what's the stream sound like? That seems strange, but whatever, you're a nerd, even more than I am. Wouldn't it, like, be more useful to learn a real language, like French, especially since you live in Eastern Canada? That way you could, get cushy government job. And heck, learning a real language would, help you learn how to make a new language, I guess. Is it just me or does this leg feel too long? No, that's kind of what the doll looks like, though. I think the doll should be fatter. I still made it too skinny. Now, Nightwish came on. Yeah, now he looks like he's got a big butt. Okay, I like D&D. I mean, I spent the entire weekend listening to the Acquisitions Incorporated D&D podcast. But even that's too nerdy for me, dude. Heck, even Acquisitions Incorporated had a real language in theirs, which was French, actually, with that one time when they had Danielle. The 2 times they had Danielle. I don't know what that means. Booty, 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 rocking ever whirl. I don't know what that means. Oh, yeah. Old to you, I guess. When I think of an old song, I think of something from like the 19th century. That's just a dumb old. That's just a silly old hip hop song that nobody really cares about. Old in the fact that it was from like the 90s or something. Alright, there's leg one. So, Acid, you excited for any of the movies coming out? I have a ticket to see The Accountant in a couple days. Oh, that's what you want to spend your time on. Have at it, Haas. I'm gonna make a silly doll. Oh, this is so ungainly. You don't watch things, okay? I find that so strange, but I guess we're in different generations. I mean, like, I'm a millennial and you're like, what, 18? So you're like, whatever comes after a millennial. I'm a millennial in the sense that I remember the millennium turning. You're 18, right? I'm going to assume you're 18 because that way your dorkiness is because you're a teenager. My dorkiness is because I, instead of going out on a Saturday night, sit at home and sew until 3 a.m. in the morning because I have a Fan Expo Vancouver to prepare for. '94. I have no idea what that means. Just tell me how old you are, dork. 22. Okay. I'm 88, so that means I'm 27 and I turned 28 on Christmas. You might think having a birthday near Christmas sucks, and in some ways it does, but the nice thing is that I'm a movie nerd. And that means that movies, all the good movies come out around my birthday, which is what I like. So for my birthday, I'm going to go see Star Wars Rogue One for the third time. See you in a bit there, Acid. Congrats on the new job. The last one ended kind of annoyingly, kind of like mine did. But they tend to. If they were the job for you, you would have kept it. Simple as that. I guess the newest and most interesting thing about me is I went to PAX Prime. I'll tell you that story, and the story of why I will never drink alcohol again, unless it's like, unless I'm like going to a party and the entire goal of that night is to get stinking drunk. But it has to be in Canada, and I have to be... whatever. Long story short, if you know you have a weak constitution, don't get drunk in another country. Why would you blame Obama? Obama has nothing to do with us. We're Canadian. You could thank Harper or Trudeau or somebody that actually has something to do with Canada. What did I say about not getting political? I mean, we can talk all we want about Canadian politics. Americans don't give a shit. But the second you start talking about an American politician of some kind, things explode. Just explode. And I don't want that. We don't need to talk about American politics, especially since we ain't American. Well, yeah, well, you know, the country kind of did. They, you know, made him lose his job. Gave it to Justin Trudeau. I'm cool with that. I mean, hell, I've got a signed piece of paper on my wall from Justin Trudeau over there. I need to... The reason why I'm tying it off right now is because I've run out of thread. So I'm going to tie off the thread, drink some water, and continue on. Okay, one trick I like to do with tying off thread is I actually put it through the body of the thing I'm making. So the end of the thread ends up inside the thing. Same goes for pretty much anything, not just dolls. The reason why there's so much hand sewing in a doll is because it's basically like sculpture with sewing. And if any of you is grossed out that I wet the end of my thread with my own saliva, that's a dumb thing to get grossed out about. It's not like you later are going to like suck on the doll unless you like give it to a child, but I don't recommend giving one of these to a baby. Though there is a very good reason why babies suck on everything and chew on everything. One is because that's how they like learn about their environment, but two is because that way they can get all these like things in their mouths and get basic immunity from them. That's why you don't want to clean with the kind of soap like Listerine. Or not Listerine. I don't know. Listerine used to be a cleaning product, and then they decided like, oh, you can put this in your mouth. Watch Adam Ruins Everything is a great show. Anyways, except for not acid because you don't watch anything. You spelled suck wrong. Suck is spelled S-U-C-K. We're gonna invent a new language, at least learn how to spell the one that you were taught to speak as a child. I don't know, I'm just being a bitch. Oh, and you're talking about how Trudeau is going to legalize marijuana. I hope he does. Really good for tax revenue and stuff. Hello, Mellowicity. Welcome to the stream. I am hand sewing a doll. Okay, is this an ad?